Hello from the Hamptons, Southampton to be specific. So I'm here for the day and just gonna explore around, see how elegant it is, see all of the shops, the restaurants, and yeah, wow. Now, I've been here before, but like being here once again, I understand why it is so famous, why New York's like the really wealthy come out and spend their summers here. So one of my favorite things that I'm gonna do is just kind of like walk the streets, kind of go window shopping, just not actually buying stuff, but just by walking into stores, seeing what they have, and just enjoying my time here overall. So the first thing that you need to do is just take a walk down the street to see all of the different stores. Each store is a little bit different. Like this one, Flying Point, you can see it's surf and it's sports, while others are selling jewelry, some are selling designer clothes, and it's just giving all such an elegant vibe. It reminds me so much of places like Cape Cod, Newport, very New Englandy vibes with all of these boutique-y stores. It's so enjoyable to walk down and see how every store is a little bit different. Most of these are family owned, which is really cool, except right here you see Ralph Lauren. One of the things that is really awesome about the Ralph Lauren store is we're walking through this gate now, and you see the garden that's to the left and to the right. We're walking alongside this stone path as we are moving into the store. So yeah, this is cool because the store, it's like not on the street, it's a little bit off, and we can see everything that they are selling. So this is why you need to come and just like window shop first, and also you should buy things as well just for the fun of it. Another huge thing is the restaurants that are here. I mean, they are very high-end. You're going to be paying top dollar. I mean, you could see this menu. These are the appetizers, and you're looking at $30, $34, $25, $27, and then you look at the main meal, $75, $67, $44, and so on. You see the prices. These are just the prices that you are going to have to expect in the Hamptons, right? You come here, if you going to a sit-down dinner, you're gonna be paying that price. Here now we're in a cafe that you see all of the different pastries that they're selling, and it's cool. You can then sit down on benches outside or a table. Another thing I noticed is the cars. You see the Mercedes, the Porsches, the Rolls Royces everywhere, Lamborghini right in front of us. I mean, they are all very high-class cars. Now you understand why this is the Getaway for the New York's wealthy. Here, look at this old car. I don't even know what type this is. Some sort of Ford. This looks so cool. Antique car collecting. Wow. A lot of these restaurants have these tables outside, so it's very enjoyable just to be able to sit down and enjoy a meal in this atmosphere. Walking through the town, not just in Southampton, but in any of the Hamptons, you're going to get the vibe no matter where you are. What Hampton would I recommend most? I would say probably Southampton. Maybe I would say like an East Hampton, but if you're staying in Montauk, East Hampton is going to be so much easier for you to get to. Southampton is kind of stretching it a little bit, and it feels still like a small town. It feels nothing more than, there's no tourism hasn't taken over here. It remains like a very tight-knit community. So I was actually here on Memorial Day, which is really cool because you saw the American flags flying everywhere on the street, and they actually had this ceremony for all of our fallen soldiers. They had some local leaders doing speeches. And whoa, what is this? What is it? Whoa, a Trumpmobile? That's crazy. Why is this going through Southampton of all places? This makes no sense. I didn't expect to see this. So in the Hamptons overall, the homes there are extremely pricey. I mean, a lot of people have summer homes there, and yeah, they cost millions of dollars. If you're getting one that is actually on the water, some of the homes will cost $25 million. It is crazy. One of the things that I find really interesting about the Hamptons is that this is the summer homes for many of these people in New York City, Long Island, but they don't really get to travel anywhere else. They buy a home in the Hamptons and then they feel obligated to come to this town every single time, right? Like, they don't really get to experience traveling the world, because when you spend millions of dollars on a summer home, it would be a shame if you don't actually use it. But I understand why people want to come here, because it's a home away from home and it brings so much charm, especially if you live in New York City. So now you're just looking at a bunch of pictures that I've taken. This is outside the Ralph Lauren store. They were actually giving out free coffee on this little cart, which was really nice. Here's another cafe that's right along the street where you can sit down, have a nice meal. Here's the street. So the Hamptons, it's very easy for you to get to if you're from New York City. If you live on Long Island, if you're staying in Montauk is so popular for people to go to. So you need to make sure you stop here, be able to experience this. If you're from, let's say, like Connecticut or Massachusetts, it's also easy to get to, because you could just take the ferry over to Orient Point and then drive from the North Fork down there. When I was here, I was actually staying on the North Fork for a week and just came here for the day to visit, and I'm so glad I did. Final thoughts, the Hamptons is fun, and if you have time, if you can make it out here, you should. Don't make it just a trip just for the sake of going here, though. Make sure you're out here for another reason. And I figured I would give you a comparison to the North Fork as well. The North Fork is the northern part of Long Island out east, which is where I stayed. You get these marinas on the North Fork that you don't necessarily get in the Hamptons. It's a lot less crowded. I find it just as charming. You have these restaurants that are right alongside the marina. Here, you still get the beaches, but here they are rocky. On the Hamptons, the beaches are pure sand. This is the North Fork, these clips now, so you see how rocky it is. And in terms of overall towns, boutique stores, you get the same on the North Fork as well. So we're in the store right now on the North Fork, and this clip is of Greenport. So it's really up to personal preference. I wouldn't say pick one over the other for a particular reason.